afternoon, class. My name is Indijana, and today my topic is Secret of Water. Water accompanies us in every step, but do we know the mysteries of water? Where it came, who and why give for us, and what the reason they give. We don't know these answers. In many other words, religions, Islam, Christian, Judaism, before major holidays, they adopted a ritual blessing of food with praise and water. Why many years ago people realized the power of water, but we are trying to understand them just now. Scientific proof water is alive, and it is believed that this water can heal the toughest illness. Substantiating the facts, Doctor of Technical Science, Associate Professor John Dinauskas based 3-year research results. First time phenomenon of the changes of water consistence, he's read in a book of Russian medicine healer and decided to investigate what could be the water energy conversation mechanism. He's reading in the book that 3 times per year in January 19, February 15, and June 24, water exchanges consistent. He's made researches those days at night time, 12 o'clock a.m., this is Europe time. He made researches that water at this time gets more power and power is growth 1.5 hours. And the water keeps power until morning 7 o'clock. This is Europe time. I'm telling you about Europe time. And by observing the details, he noticed that not only water changed his power at that time, its structure. Through what nature happens a powerful energy process. Air bioenergy structure turns from negative to positive, said Professor Dinauskas. 3 nights a year for a few ounces of magical properties acquires any water, sea, lake, river, or water from the sink. But Professor Dinauskas said that this is the sour water, which you can find in the wood. Usually is in the wood, sour water, source water, sorry. According to Professor, he is proposed to at those special nights, 3 special nights in year, to put water, to have water in the jar and tie with the natural copper wire, with copper wire or natural tissue, which can be cotton or flax fiber. When you tie this water, don't get bad, it stays long time fresh. Professor proposed to use this water for the bathing tub. When you put only 1 teaspoon in that tub, water gets same energy, and people after that they feel more energetic, more cheerful, they feel heat. Professor thinks Professor thinks that mystical change of power he can explain scientifically. Swinging around itself orbit, Earth gets to the certain field and it gets some power. Earth that time gets some power. Somebody asked Professor Dreinauskas, do the bear get power too at this time? Professor started to laugh and he said, I don't make researches on beer and alcohol, how it works at this night. Because all the weather at that time changed structure in the all the world. About the weather made researchers, Russian scientists too. They made the unique equipment about the weather and they documented that weather gets alive like a live tissue. According to scientist Masuro Emoto, weather is not only source of life. Weather is energy of human, consequence. And weather make people like I don't know, makes spiritual condition of human. It works like this way. After cleaning spirit, we will clean our planet's weather, said Emoto Masuro. Then became knowledge about the amazing weather. Our ancestors don't have any scientific knowledge long time ago, but they had knowledge about natural phenomena and the effect of them. Orthodox these days relate to the life of Christ. January 19, according to the old calendar, Christ was baptized, and on February 15, after 40 days of the birth of Christ, was carried to the synagogue. And those days, Russian people going to the church, they pray all the night, they taking water at home, they going to swim. Despite, but in Europe that time is winter time and it's cold, they swimming in the ice cold and they don't sick. About the incredible properties of weather hinted of Baltic legends. It was believed that bathing in June 24 at the night the weather works magically. Therefore, shortest nights of the years shrouded in secrecy. In my country and other Baltic countries, in nowadays still is celebrating January 24th, June 24th night. People don't working that day, they dancing, they singing that night. The burning bonfires, they going to swim in the early morning, and people believe that whether the time is mystery and it heals illness and people become more healthy. I did my experience too with the weather. I also poured water in the jar and tied with a knot and a cotton thread. The weather did not turn bad in a half of year, and it did not smell bad. And I put some one teaspoon in the bathtub. I tried to do too. And I was sitting in the bed, and yes, I feel it warm up my body, but I don't want to lie, and I don't have too much patience to sit very long time in the bed, and I cannot tell how it works more. I don't know, I cannot tell but I get more healthier or more energy because my life is, I sick regularly and and my life is active. In conclusion, I told you about when the weather takes on special powers in 3 days a year. In June 24, January 19, and February 15 at night. This is Europe time. I thought scientists making experiment on weather was provoking. Many people don't believe in this experiments, but I think each of us has choice to choose to believe it or not. Thank you for listening.